Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. If you're new to the channel, my name's Maggie. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. But as you can tell from the title already, I have a little bit of an announcement. And I just wanted to say that in August, I will be hosting the first ever Romance Readathon. All right, this is my readathon. I've been working on this for the past couple months, so I really hope you like it. But essentially, I will be hosting this every single year. It's meant to be very laid back. You can participate in the extra challenges and polls and activities, or you don't have to. It's up to you. It's very flexible in that regard. It's also really good for mood readers. So I want to really emphasize that you don't just have to read romance. You're going to get points for whatever genre you read. And it doesn't matter about page count too. The points will change based off of pages. We'll get to that in a second. And then lastly, this is a team-based readathon. So I have 9 other co-hosts, which I can't believe that they freaking said yes. I'll go into more detail in a little bit, but I have 9 co-hosts helping me for the 5 different teams that we have. So this is a little bit competitive, but I made sure, since this is a romance readathon, that every team will have a happily ever after. I promise. But for this year, for the readathon, I plan on doing basically a different theme every single year. So for 2023, we're gonna do Bridgerton. All right, so I hope you're excited. I feel like so many of us love Bridgerton. But the idea behind this is it's gonna be very cheeky, and we're gonna have different characters, and you can follow their storylines in Lady Hallop's society papers, and you can actually affect their storyline by participating in the challenges and in the polls. So I have links to everything down below, the sign up, the Google Drive, the Discord, the Instagram, Twitter, all of my amazing co-hosts. Everything's down below in the description bar. But for the rest of this video, I'm gonna go into all the details. Everything's broken down into chapters for you, so if you ever need to reference this in the future, feel free to jump around to whatever section that you need. Everything's also explained in the Google Drive link down below as well. All right, so jumping into it. First things first, I want to say that this is very Discord heavy, so I highly recommend that you download it. It's free, by the way, and it's basically a way for us to communicate, a way for us to like chat every day. You can chat with other participants, the other co-hosts. You can get really good book recs this way, and also just make like a lot of friends. Like this has been such a great way. Having different Discord servers has been amazing at like building our own communities and building friendships. It's awesome. So I highly recommend that you download it. The invite link to this Discord is down below. But if you don't want to, totally understand. I will post everything that you need over here on my community tab on YouTube. Okay? So now jumping into it. As far as the instructions go, first things first, you need to choose your character, which I'll let you know your options in a second. But you choose your character, then you're actually gonna go to the Google sign-up sheet, link down below, and then you read. All right, and you can read anything. Again, I want to emphasize, it doesn't have to be romance. It can be absolutely any genre, okay? And then after you read your book, that's when you log it in our book tracker. That's going to be in the Google Drive. You're not going to see it at the moment because it's not going to go live until August, the tracker that is. So don't worry if you don't see it in the Google Drive link. So you log your books and you're set. But if you want to participate in the extra like fun activities, this is what you're going to do. Firstly, there will be weekly challenges. These are going to come in the form of invitations, which you'll receive either in your mailbox for your team on Discord, or you'll see it over here on my community tab on YouTube. But you're going to receive an invitation. It's a fictional event that your character will be going to. And at the bottom, you're going to see a really simple like social media challenge, okay? So it's going to be fun things like post a picture of what she should wear, things like that. And I may even mention you as a modiste in the society papers, just so you know. But it will be things like that where you're going to get additional points. You'll track that in the challenge tracker. Again, it's going to be in the Google Drive, but that will just ask you a couple questions on the Google form, and it will also let me know if you want to attack another team or if you want to add the points to your own team. Which, by the way, if you want to attack another team, it's completely anonymous. No one's going to know who did what. Just saying, okay? You can be as vicious as you want. But that's one way that you can get additional points, is through those challenges. Or if you have Discord, so this is a Discord exclusive, you can participate in the blind polls. So you're not going to know which emoji means what, and I'm going to scramble them between the team members, okay? But there's going to be a blind poll of various emojis that you can choose from. And this is going to be different things that can happen in the storyline of your girl, and they can be either positive or negative, babe, and you're not gonna know which until you read your society paper. But it could be something like she's in a carriage accident and can't go to the event. negative 50 points. Or it can be something like she has a second dance with the same person, positive 50 points. Things like that. All right, those will be posted every Sunday on Discord, and they'll be open for 24 hours. So those are the various activities that you can do that can affect your girl's storyline in Lady Hallop Society papers, which will be posted every single Saturday morning, either in the Discord mailbox or it's going to be on my community tab, and there will be one for each individual character, okay? Also, there's 2 storylines you could follow. It's up to you. You can either follow the hetero storyline, which is between the man and the woman, which will show up on the white paper, or you can follow the sapphic storyline, which is between the woman and the woman on the pink paper. So both of those I will post in the mailbox or have on my community tab. Now, if you're kind of wondering, like, why do we care about the points? How do we know who's in the lead? Why do I want to try and win, if you will? That's because the whole goal for your girl is essentially to make a love match by the end of the season. All right? So basically, the more points you have, the higher rank of a love interest you're going to get. So you'll see that here. Duke being the highest, you can get a Viscount, you can get an Earl, so on and so forth. But one thing that I will say though, is you do have to meet a minimum point requirement, which I'm not going to tell you what those points are. But you have to meet a minimum point requirement to actually get one of these gentlemen or these ladies. All right? So if you don't, you're just going to end up with some random dude that is the first guy that asks for your hand in marriage, which is probably going to be like a kind of like a fat old guy that's not really a good love interest, that either just like wants your money or just thinks you're a pretty young thing. You know what I'm talking about if you read historical romance. So that's the whole goal. But as far as like the points actually go when you're trying to accumulate your points, the way that it works is everything's based off of your page count. So you can check this points graphic here. It's also in the Google Drive. But if you read something that's 1 to 99 pages, that's 50 points. If it's 100 to 199, that's 100 points. 200 to 299, 200 points, so on and so forth. But you can also get bonus points beyond just doing the challenges and the polls. You can get bonus points by reading a book that is a romance book, so that's an extra 25 points. Or if it's a historical romance book, even if it's historical fantasy romance, you get an additional 50 points. And then if you read a book that's by a BIPOC author or an LGBTQ plus author, that's an additional 50 points. Again, you're going to track all that information in the book log that's going to be in the Google Drive. All right, so that's how it all works. I hope you guys are excited about that. We're on to the fun part now, which is choosing your girl. So I'm gonna go over each of the girls here, give you a little snippet of information, but you can find out more about their personality in the Google Drive links. But I'm gonna tell you the girls, what their names are, the teams, and our co-hosts. All right, so the first one, this is Team Bluestocking. This is represented by Miss Amaya Reed. She's a complete academic who she literally writes her own textbooks. She's studying all the time. She's always in her office, writing her own books and publishing them under a man's name. She's represented by Daphne from Being Daphne and Patricia from My Romance Has No Limits over on Instagram. We then have the team Hoydens, which is represented by Miss Alice Walker, who is just like, she absolutely defies convention. She's an absolute flirt when she is at a ball, but she also likes to disguise herself as a man because she loves to gamble in the men's club. So she defies convention. But this is represented by Lisa from Remarkably Lisa and April from Happily Ever April. All right, next up we have the Protectors, which is represented by Miss Gia Kapoor here. And she's very much like family comes first. She grew up just with her brother's education, basically growing up next to him, having learned how to shoot a pistol, how to ride a stride, how to fence, things like that. This is represented by Joanna from XO Joe, and then B from Mama Needs to Read Romance. All right, we have 2 more here, the Seductresses. This is represented by Lady Naomi Shin. She is recently widowed. She was always like the picture-perfect image of propriety during her season, but now that she's widowed, she has all the money she needs, she has the title that she needs, she kind of feels like she needs to get into a little scandal. This is represented by Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life, and then Tiffany from Tiff Talks Pages. okay? And then our last team, this is the team that I'm on. This is Team Wallflowers. This is represented by Miss Sophia Herrera. She's an absolute artist, but she's totally shy. She always stays along the wall when she's at a ball, but she really likes to sneak around and she likes to follow all the little sort of scandalous behaviors that are going on in the ton. She likes to catch people in the act, kissing or whatever it might be, and then she goes home and she paints those scenes in her room. But this is represented by Hannah Blackwell and then myself. So those are your teams, those are your co-hosts. All their links are down below again. Go check them out, go check out their announcement videos. I hope you guys are excited. Again, this is from August 1st to August 31st, but you can jump on the Discord now. We're gonna be over there so we can chat, we can prep, we can talk book recommendations, whatever it might be. So feel free to head over to the Discord now. Go ahead and sign up now, pick your team, all that jazz. I do also have 2 more things that I want to note if you guys are interested. But I do have some merch. As you can tell, I'm wearing a shirt right now. This is one of the designs. So I have the Bonfire store linked down below for the official Romand Readathon merch. And then I also have bookmarks on my Etsy because I have a tendency to make bookmarks when I'm stressed, I guess. And I felt like maybe trying to sell them. I don't know, but they're handmade by me. So if you'd want one of those, feel free to go check out my Etsy as well. But otherwise, that's it. I really hope to see you guys over on my Discord, or like we have Instagram, so if you want to communicate through there too, totally cool. I have everything linked, all our social media, the Google Drive, the sign up sheet, the Discord, all that jazz, okay? But if you have absolutely any questions, please let me know, whether you comment on this video or if you have a question over on Discord or Instagram, whatever it might be. Just get in contact with me and I'll make sure to answer your question. All right? So anyways, I will catch you guys later and I hope to see you over on Discord. Bye.